Hello, it's me WebFox, and I'm here to show you my FortressCraft world and what I've done to it since the last video I put up. As you can see, starting off, you can see an ad for the YouTube channel. Wow. And if you look around, you notice that I've placed some trees. I just thought this place could use a bit more green, besides all the grass. And we'll go find over here, look at these big black items we got. First off is my evil black castle. I'm trying to make it so the towers sort of spawn forward and twist around. Still in early stages. I'm probably going to break down those walls again and redo it. And we come over here, take a look at my big cube. Now this is going to be a fun project. What I'm going to do with this is make a hall of windows covered in total blackness. Have the people come in and get bumped around like an actual hall of mirrors or hall of glass. I've only been in one in my life, but I'm gonna say this sure does bring back memories of getting lost and bumping my head. I've only so far got a small little bit into it, so I got a lot more to dig out of these windows. But in the meantime, it's enough to get somebody turned around. Probably going to start mapping that out. So that's going to be a fun little project. Now these huge blocks here were to cover up some holes that I've made into my spawn tower and some other holes that people dug around the spawn tower, which people have been stuck in. So with these blocks here, that should fix a lot of problems. And like at the top of the spawn tower, I put around this fencing area for when I want to do freeze tag events. Then people have to go to the freeze tag arena. But here's a little something I'm proud of. I made a double-decker bus. This is the third one I made. First one was on somebody else's world, and the one after that wasn't looking right. But I made this one, and what I did have to do was bring the roof down a little bit, because that top floor was 3 blocks high instead of 2. But I figured, no, they don't need that extra block to jump. They just need to walk around and sit. So I just cut that down. And we'll go find, look at what changed my Mario stuff. Really, nothing has changed here. Those random blocks there at somebody else's place. But the Mario stuff's still the same. Going up here to the clouds where I made a little treasure bolt or something that's floating in the air, full of gold. Yeah, it's nothing fancy. I'll probably end up destroying that later. And we'll look at the attachments to my house where I've added a chimney and this whole double-story brick area. And with some plants on the outside of the windows. We go inside, just simple brick walls right here. But I go up the stairs. There's a nice bay window for me to look at my landing pad. Another window there. There's a tree, a skylight, a big blue couch, and books and shelves that I can read while I sit by the fire. I call this my reading room. So, that's the current attachment to my house. And we'll swing on past the Pac-Man sign here. I see the couple missing blocks. I'll replace those. But on the flip side is Pong. And I have a current score of 0-2. And that's supposed to be an Atari there. That red thing somebody else made, so that's going to be deleted. Oh, and here's something. I'm going to have to give credit where credit's due. This one fella named Colton decided to start building a spaceship in my world. And I figure, oh, I'll help him. He was inspired by a Halo spaceship, and so he was making all square-like and such. I just ended up throwing up some features and helping fill in holes. You can see the 2 symbols there. One is for Earth, one is a sword, you know, for war. Those little black things on the side, those are gun turrets. There's a satellite dish right there, that's that round thing. I'm thinking about replacing it and recoloring it. There's the big ass engine. There's an open doorway there for stuff, and there's an alien drop pod. And then we'll come down here. Nope, that's an escape pod there. Because spaceship should have escape pods. So there's 6 in all. This ship was originally made, I think, just for fun, but it quickly became a project for a freeze tag tournament. So these escape pods here are for people to do quick ducks into, and also have windows so when people go into them, they can see there's people in the other escape pods. It's square because squares are easy since you're dealing with squares. Those little orange things, I'll get to those in a little bit. But as you can see here in the front, this one here is the bridge, and on both sides some sensors, antennas. And the fencing from the spawn tower leads right here. So there's no escape from people to play freeze tag. And then we go in. Or not. These up here, this is my flight deck for flight control and such. And these are fighter planes. And there's the red and green light to show where they take off. These silver items here with the black, these are fighter jets you can actually get into. And when you get into them, you just drop down into the main area. Some more fighter jets, so including the two big ones, there's 18 in all. There's a little walkway there with a couple doors, so when you're in that hallway, you can duck out here. That's the satellite dish. I've made this into a little walking area there. Oh, here's the doorway. Soon all of us have this outside fenced off so then people could walk out here and then just jump that back down. I use pink for the alien drop craft because Halo alien crafts are pinkish, purplish. And also I haven't really used those colors much. That's the main gun there. It was originally supposed to just be a little empty one square space, but I made it bigger so people could actually get into it with a trampoline below it and this little walkway here that leads to this little observation deck. Drop down. There's a trampoline to go up. Two holes, one to go down, the other one has a trampoline under it to bring you back up. And there's stairs there in the middle, go into the rest of the ship. Just flying around. Down we go. And here we're in that little walkway. Here's a doorway there. There's the stairs. This is a hallway. And that leads up to the turret there. We're in the flight deck now. See all the fighter planes. Just walking along. Let's see, you're inside the alien spacecraft. Leaving the spacecraft, of course. Little hole so people could drop down to this outer area, which will be fenced off so they won't be able to jump. So those are the stairs there to come up here. Nothing exciting. I know there's a block missing or an extra block that shouldn't be there. I'll take care of that. And we go down from one hallway to another hallway. The only thing special about this hallway is that it takes you to those fighter planes, the big ones that you actually get into, to drop you down to the main area. Yeah, it's pretty much an asymmetrical ship, like all spaceships. And then to another hallway. 3 boring hallways. But this one has the 2 side hallways for no reason, which I think I'll get rid of. And we go down to the main area, where all the action always takes place. We got this lovely little setup here in the center. Sort of reminiscent of a Halo level. There's a warthog there with a crane. Pick it up. Here's a tank with another crane. You can think that those little bar things there are crane control. Those are the holes from the jets. There's the earth, the sword, and look, the red flag, and a little bunker to defend it. There's some more of those little orange things. I'll get to those in a moment. There's the door there at the bottom, you know, to drop the main weapons and such. Tanks, warthogs, whatever. Here's this little side room there and some little obstacles to get around to dodge the freeze tag. Here's a power loader from Aliens. There's the blue flag. There's that door to the outside. There's the door from the alien spacecraft, and here's a big missile. This thing here in the center, that's, I guess, I don't know, the engine, some special gun. And we'll come down here. There's more of that orange, and here's the escape pod. See the other escape pods down there. And the same on the other side. Here's the bridge of the ship with 3 chairs. That's where the players come and drop in. You can see my sign from here. And there's the spawn tower. You can see people spawn and start their way upstairs, but then they quickly get out of sight when they get on top. Now, I like this tank because blow up the tank and the warthog to get him, you have to jump from the area above him. But with the tank, you got a nice hiding spot in there that's practically almost impossible to see. The warthog you could jump into, but it's not that well hidden when you're hiding in there. A lot easier to be shot at. Notice the little turret, and it's green with 4 wheels. Some people call it a Puma. This is a little side room, I don't know, for storage or something. And then here's the little maze where if you're being chased by by the guy who's it, you get jump in here, hopefully hide, and then he'll run past you and you can run out. Numerous stairs to help get to higher levels. Blue line here indicates where the drop ships are. This is a little obstacle. You could drop down here and get out of the shots, get out of the line of sight, I should say, and also see if there's anybody in the other drop ship. Now there's some more of that orange, which, like I said, I'll get to in a moment. Just scan in the area, just take it all in. I guess this place could use more decoration. The only way to get on the power loader is from the behind, but to get on this missile here, you could drop down from the alien spacecraft, or you could jump over from this little area here, jump onto there. See, there's nothing inside the missile. You have to come over and take those steps up. And just jump up there and just be high, so you can see where everybody else is. Looks like you could probably jump over to that ledge there too to get to the blue flag. And now we're going to show off the orange areas, which at the moment they're blocked off, but when I'm finished they're going to be unblocked, so when people are down in this part they could jump out from that part of the freeze tag. Right now there's 3 spots. You can think of them as ODST ports. And there's also some on the back of the drop ships, because they're meant to be dropped. So you jump out and you'll land down here to my pyramid, which I do plan to make this bigger. But in the meantime, I'm building lots of other stuff. I get lots of comments about the skull. People say they built skulls but they don't look that good, and I've seen people with pyramids that are bigger and probably better, but even they say, wow, your pyramid is better because of the skull. Now over here is a little ritual area where there's a gold chair for their god to sit. There's a little sacrificial tablet where they lay the body down, cut the head off, it falls in the hole. Then they put the body here in the wood and burn it, and then they place the head there in between the two top gold blocks. You know, because it's the thing to do. Yeah, here's the pyramid. It has a little walkway and a canopy to the entrance up here. So it's just a little spiral staircase that goes down quite a while, but I won't go down it because all there is down there is just an empty room. So yeah, I've got to work on the bottom of the pyramid, probably make it bigger, and definitely add more of these ancient temple stuff to it. And watch that lava flow. Yeah, the skull is wearing a gold crown with a diamond on top. Because, why not? And now for the last thing that I've been building lately. I have to head south a little bit. Shouldn't be too hard to see. Yep, there it is. Now I've started to make a farm. Switch to daylight. And there's some rows of crops. I got fields set as the ground, and I built myself a barn. Long way to go. Go inside the barn. Got some steps to this second level up here. A few small windows. Support beam. And then we're outside the barn. Let's do a quick look around. Nothing fancy. It's all red with some white and has a wooden roof. Of course. Well, I think we're about done looking at the barn here. So, I guess I'll just head on over and get myself eaten. Thank you. Ah!